If you ever considered replacing your irrigation controller, this video is for you. Today, we're gonna be replacing the X-Core with some new technology from Hunter, which is their Pro-HC Hydrawise system. Austin from Mayfield Irrigation is back. And so Austin, tell us a little about the system. Like, what's the benefits of it? Why do people go to these over, say, your standard X-Core type system?
This is a Hunter Hydrawise product, which is Hunter's latest and greatest technology. It's got a digital screen, touch screen, versus the conventional clock dial on the older style timers. And you also have the Hydrawise app that you can completely control your entire irrigation system from your phone.
Really convenient.
Very convenient, and instead of an older style rain sensor, these will actually track the Doppler radar.
Okay.
So it knows when it's rained, if it's going to rain, or what you got coming.
Very cool. Let's see what's in the box. What does it come with when you get one of these guys? Now, I think I have 6 zones. So how many zones will this do? Do we have a 6-zone controller?
This is a 6-zone controller.
Okay.
You can get more, I believe, or less.
All right.
So we got the power cord, instructions,
Okay.
mounting screws, and the actual controller. This box can also be mounted outdoors.
Okay.
Another benefit. Open it up, you got more instructions, how to manually water, set up your time, all that good stuff in here. There's the screen. Open it up, and this is your 6 zones, 1 through 6, common wire, master valve. That won't apply to you because we're on city water here, correct?
Yes, we are on city water.
All right.
Yep.
So let's get started. Okay guys, we'll just start with a regular Phillips head screwdriver. We're gonna take this rain sensor down first. Remove this bottom cover off the X-Core. It just kind of slides down. Some of them can be stiff.
Okay.
Here's all of our timer wires.
Okay. Is there anything a person has to do to mark these or know what goes where, or is it, do they just kind of go, like 1 goes into 1, 2 goes into 2 when you replace it?
I always take a picture, Ron.
Okay.
All of them are different depending on what kind of wire the installer used. And always make sure you're unplugged before you go messing with these wires.
Okay.
Start with a common, usually white is your common wire, most of the time.
So you're loosening all of them first, and then I guess that makes it easier. You can just swap from one to the next, I guess, whenever you controller in, or is it?
That's correct.
Okay.
And then we've got 2 mounting screws, one on the left, one on the right. And then these X-Cores are hung by a hook on the back of the top in the center.
Okay.
We should be free. Just lift up
Okay.
and pull out.
Very cool.
Now we'll mount the new Hydrawise.
So it just slides on
Same
the
thing,
one?
got the same hook.
Okay.
On the back is the X-Core. So you want to get that lined up first and then let it slide down into its notch. And now we're going to have to mark some new holes because this is a bigger timer physically.
I got you. Okay.
So that one's marked, and we're going to take it down
Okay.
so that we can get our
The drywall.
plug in there.
Okay.
Hang it back up. And we're good, lined up.
Nice.
So now we can put the screw in. I like to just get the screw started on the first one, just to hold the controller itself in place. And then we can go ahead and mark the others. You do not want to tighten your first or your second screw all the way down till you get all your drywall plugs in.
Okay.
Because you gotta have that extra room to get the plug in
To
behind.
be able to move around.
Correct.
Okay.
I always use a screwdriver to tighten because we're dealing with drywall, and if you're using a drill, you can really over tighten them easily.
All right, guys, so it's all mounted up. So now we have the pipe that holds all of the wiring for the zone. So what's one issue you might run into if you're maintaining the same height, Austin?
Could be too. This is a larger box.
Okay.
So our conduit's about 2 inches too long.
All right.
It would go up in there, but we don't want to force it or anything like that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull on the pipe pretty gently, make sure our wires and all are straight. And I'm gonna pull the pipe up just a little bit, about 3 or 4 inches, and then we're gonna make a cut about right in here and take about 1 inch off of it so that we can get our conduit up into here.
Okay.
We want the pipe to come through this hole so that the controller body holds the pipe straight.
I got you.
Okay guys, we're just gonna take and cut about 1.5 inches off of this.
Okay. And as far as like one of these, this cutter you're using, can you just get that at Home Depot or is that?
These specific ones, this is a quick cut. You can order them online or get them from an irrigation supply store.
Okay.
Now we're just gonna feed our wires back up to the top of the pipe. And we're just gonna look back at our picture, guys, and hook this one up just as the last X-Core was.
So taking a picture is really critical to this process. Like don't.
Very crucial.
Because if you don't do this, let's say someone takes it all apart, they don't take a picture. I mean, what's the step at that point? Do you have to just you wire them all up and then just turn them all on and see what sprays and rewire it based on that?
That's correct.
All right, so take a picture. Cool. Love it.
Let's plug it in. We're gonna go through the wizard here and set it up.
All right, guys, so we have it connected to my home guest Wi-Fi, and this is what the home screen looks like. Okay, so Austin, you want to walk us through the next steps?
I'll tell you, you can set up the whole thing through here using this screen, but it's much easier just to go ahead and download the app on your phone, and you can set up the entire system from your phone.
Okay, easy enough, guys, and that's it. That's all that's really involved in setting up a Hydrawise controller. Hopefully you guys found this useful. If you did, definitely like this video, share, comment. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. And again, Austin, if someone needs to get a hold of you to get help with something like this, they don't want to deal with the wiring, or they have other irrigation work, how can they get in touch with you again?
Phone call.
Okay.
770-608-1349.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.